Hey everyone, my name is Jessie. Welcome back to my channel, and so this is video number 2 in my Thanksgiving series, and I'm going to be showing you how to make some delicious homemade cornbread dressing. And you guys, this is super easy, but it's so delicious, and I'm going to show you how. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so we are going to start off by making our cornbread, and I'm using 2 different brands because the one in the package is not that sweet, but the one in the box is sweet. And so to get a good combination of the 2, I just mix and match both of them, and I'm just following the directions on the back of the boxes. And so I'm just adding all of the dry mixture into a big bowl. All 3 of them, it's all going to be cooked together. And now I'm just adding the eggs along with the milk, and again I'm just following the recipe on the back of the box and just giving that a good mix. Okay, and now I'm just preparing my pan, just spraying it with some non-stick cooking spray. And I'm just going to pour our batter into the pan. And now I'm just going to bake it until it's nice and ready and golden brown. Alright, and so while that is cooking, I'm going to chop up some onions. Just a rough chop because we're going to put it in a food processor or a blender. So it doesn't have to be perfect, just a rough chop. Along with some celery. And again, I am making a small batch because of course Thanksgiving is going to be small this year, and so normally we make a big batch, so we use like a good amount of onion and celery. And so I'm just putting that in a food processor or a blender, whatever you have, just to mix it up very well. And just giving that a good mix just until they're nice and bite-sized pieces. And I'm just scraping the sides of the container. And giving that another mix just until they're small little pieces. Alright, and so now I'm going to take a small little sauce pot and just put that onion and celery mixture into it. Okay, and now I'm just adding some water just until all of the celery and onions covered. No exact measurement, just until they're nice and covered. And now I'm just going to put this on the stove under like medium heat and let it cook for about like 5 to 10 minutes just to soften them and they're nice and translucent. Okay, and so our cornbread is nice and cooked. It's still a little warm, which is why I'm still using the towel, so be careful. And so I'm just going to put the cornbread into a big old bowl. And just kind of break it up, kind of like you're making cake pops. You just want to break up the cornbread, and as you can see, there's still steam from it. And I'm using a can of cream of mushroom soup and a can of cream of chicken. And again, I'm making a small batch. Normally I would use both full cans, but since we are making a small batch, I'm just using half a can of each. It's just going to make it nice and creamy and delicious and flavorful. And I'm just going to give that a good mix. Make sure all of those condensed soups are nice and blended together. Okay, once that's mixed, now I'm going to add my celery and onion mixture along with all of its liquid. I know it seems like a lot of liquid, but just stick with me for a second. And then I'm just going to give that a good mix. Alright, and now I'm adding some chicken broth. And I don't measure, you just want to add a little, mix it, add a little, mix in so you get like a good consistency. You don't want it too watery, but you don't want it too dry either because we're still going to bake this. And so just enough liquid to keep it nice and moist. Just like this, kind of like a thick consistency, not too liquidy, not too dry. Just however you feel is good. Basically. And so we do that a good mix. Now I just gonna put it back in the pan where we cooked the cornbread. And now I'm just gonna even it out just to make sure it's like a good even bake. And I'm going to pop it in a 350-degree oven for about 30-40 minutes. Just continue to check on it and mix it every once in a while so that it's nice and evenly baked. And there you have it. And there you have it, some delicious homemade stuffing or dressing, however you prefer to call it. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to click that subscribe button along with that notification bell so you don't miss any future videos of mine. But until next time, I will see y'all later. Bye.